Hello, my dear students. This is Abhishek Mishra, Faculty of Social Studies at Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. In my last video, you have seen the case study of some different countries, and we concluded that these countries cannot be called as democracy according to the prevalent situations over there. So, in this video, we are going to take a summary definition regarding democracy. So let's start. See, democracy is a government where rulers should be elected by the people, and these rulers should have the power to take major decisions. We didn't find anything like that in Pakistan. Second point, elections should offer a free and fair choice to the people to change their current rulers. We have found that in so many countries, free and fair choice was not given to people in elections, like in Mexico. So this should be done in any of the democracy. Now the third point is, this choice and opportunity is available to the people on an equal basis. It is the fundamental procedure of democracy that right to vote should be given to one and all, and the value of a vote should be considered as one. Next point, the exercise of this choice leads to a government limited by basic rules of the constitution and citizens' rights. There should be a government which should follow the rules and regulation that are written in a constitution and should work according to the norms that are written in constitution. There should be no monopoly in using constitution, or there should be no institution who can subvert the constitution in any country without passing the plebiscite or proposal from the 2/3 majority, like it is done in India. Now moving further to the next topic, so we will see that an issue take place in Madam Lingdo class, that why democracy is best, why we should adopt the fundamentals of democracy. So there are some debating merits of democracy. Actually, after reading the case study of different countries, what students concluded that democracy is the best government. But here Madam Lingdo told them that you cannot follow anything that is famous. Though it is the tendency of so many countries that now they are converting their country into democracy, so directly you cannot say that democracy is the best government, as you cannot follow anything blindly that is famous. There are two aspects of each and everything. So if democracy have some good things, it is having some demerits also. There are some drawbacks also. So Madam Lingdo told these things to her students, and later on they discussed the debating merits or the arguments against democracy. So let's start arguments against democracy. What are the drawbacks that a democratic country has? So let's start. The first point is given here, that leaders keep changing in democracy, and this leads to instability. When the real choice is given to people, when elections used to take place after frequent years, so leaders are keep changing. There are no more famous leaders who can be re-elected again and again. So it keeps an hindrance, it creates an hindrance in the working of government, and it leads to political instability also. Second, democracy is all about political competition and power play. All the political leaders are running in a competition race and just running to win election anyhow. They can use any means just to win election. So there is no scope for morality. They can give bribes to the people, they can harass them, they can torture them, and can take their vote in their favor. So there is no scope for morality in a democracy. Third point is there, so many people have to be consulted in a democracy that it leads to delays. Whenever any decision is passed, so it means you have to pass that law or that bill to both the houses in parliament. Like in India it is done, the decision is to be taken after the approval passed by Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. So when so many people are consulted, it leads to delay decision. In this case, monarchy or dictatorship are doing better than democracy. Now, next point, elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people, as there is no requirement for education or degree to contest election. All are free in our country to contest election. All are free. Liberty is given to them to become political leaders. So when they are not educated, sometimes they do not know the best interest of the people, and it leads to bad decisions, means it is not favorable for all. Last point is there, democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. Most of the times political leaders are busy in filling their pockets or giving benefits to their kith or kin. They are not taking decisions for the benefit of their own people, for the people of their own country. Now next point, sometimes ordinary people do not know what is good for them. They should not decide anything, means if you can take the case study of villagers, they are not that much educated, so sometimes they do not know what is good for them or what is bad, so they are not in a condition to tell their aspirations, to tell their needs or requirements to political leaders. So leaders are also not paying much more heed to their interest. In my last video, we will discuss the arguments for democracy, means what are the merits that are existed in a democratic country. Here I am ending my video. Thank you.